Welcome to Now in Android episode number 71, which highlights the Android Dev Summit, its modern Android development track, Kotlin multi-platform, material design, the Now in Android app, and more. The first day of Android Dev Summit 2022 happened last week, and it was a blast. We were in the Bay Area delivering talks, and even got the chance to meet some of you. It was great. Among the most important announcements, you can find the stable version of Compose October 22, formerly known as Compose 1.3. What's more, Compose for Wear OS already hit its 1.0 stable release weeks ago, and now it is the recommended way to build UI for Wear. But also, the team announced the first alpha release of Compose for Android TV. As you heard earlier this year, Google is all in on tablets, foldables, and Chrome OS. You can find updated templates for Wear OS in Android Studio, and stable Android R emulator system image for Wear OS. We've made it easier than ever to test your app on the large screen in Android Studio Electric Eel, now in beta. That includes resizable and desktops emulators and visual linting to help you adhere to best practices on any sized screen. We also made it easier to take advantage of platform features in Android 13, such as the per-app language preferences and the photo picker, which is a permission-free way to allow the user to browse and select photos and videos they explicitly want to share with your app. The first day of ADS was about modern Android development, which is our set of libraries, tools, and guidance that make it faster and easier to build amazing Android apps. You can find all the talks already on YouTube, but also don't forget to check out the What's New in Jetpack blog post that contains the released updates to three major areas of Jetpack: architecture libraries and guidance, application performance, and user interface libraries and guidance. It includes the updates to Work Manager, Room, new architecture guidance, baseline profiles, recomposition tracing, and more. Also check out the What's New in Jetpack Compose blog post that contains developer stories of how the community is adopting Compose and more information on the Compose October 22 release that has shipped with a bill of materials, BOM for short. The new Compose table features include stagger grids, variable fonts, swipe to refresh modifier, the new look ahead, layout, and more. Apart from ADS, we have a bunch of things to share as well. Kotlin Multiplatform Mobile from JetBrains is now in beta, and we've been experimenting with this technology to see how it can enable code-sharing across platforms. As part of these experiments, we are now sharing a preview of Kotlin multi-platform libraries in Jetpack. The libraries available for multi-platform as part of this experimental preview are Collections and Data Store. With this preview, we are looking for your feedback about using these Jetpack libraries in multi-platform projects targeting Android and iOS applications. Learn more about the available APIs in the sample app, the API reference documentation, and the blog post. The Math Skills Compose Basics series has come to an end with the usual live Q&A episode and the community tip brought to you by Adam Bennett that shares how you can speed up your learning with Compose. If you missed any of the previous episodes, check out the wrap-up blog post where you can watch all the episodes and find more information about them. Material Design got some important releases. Material Design Components for Android 1.7.0 is now stable and brings updates to material use styling, accessibility and size coherence, and new minimum version requirements. You can find a new material switch component and shape theming. Additionally, Compose Material 3 is stable as well. This library allows you to build Jetpack Compose UIs with Material Design 3. It supports color schemes, dynamic color, material components, typography, shapes, window size classes, and window insets support. Next, let's take a look at all the articles and videos we published recently. Manda and Paris wrote about the designs of the Now in Android app. The blog post describes how the team applied Material 3 concepts to the app and explores the accompanying design Figma file which was released. Alejandra Stamato wrote about effective state management for text field in Compose. check out what you need to do to prevent synchronization issues and unexpected behaviors. Among them, make sure to define your text field state variables with Compose APIs such as mutable stateof. Serban wrote about Pixel 7, the first 64-bit only Android phone, and what this implies, such as dropping OS support for 32-bit code, reducing memory usage, improving performance, and enhancing security. Ray Tiong recorded an episode about HDR video on Android. There you can find the requirements you need and the new Android Camera 2 APIs. Talking about camera, the Android team wrote about better device compatibility with Camera X. In this post, you will look at 3 ways Camera X makes developers' lives easier when it comes to device compatibility. First, the Camera X test lab, where we test over 150 physical phones every day. Second, quirks, the mechanism Camera X uses to automatically handle device inconsistencies. And third, the different ways Camera X makes it easier to develop apps for foldable devices. Niharika wrote the third part of Optimizing for Android Go edition. This time it's about the tools which helped Google optimize their Google Apps performance. When analyzing the memory footprint, they used Perfetto, the memory profiler, and MEMInfo. For monitoring startup, they also used Perfetto, the App Startup Library, baseline profiles, the CPU profiler, and the micro and macro benchmark libraries. The Android ML platform team wrote about the latest updates on Android's custom machine learning stack. TensorFlow Lite in Google Play Services is now Android's official ML inference engine. TensorFlow Lite delegates are now distributed via Google Play Services, and the acceleration service will help you pick the best TensorFlow Lite delegate for optimal performance runtime. The Android Game Dev Show has a new episode. Nate talks about the new updates in Android games, including game mode, game state, adaptive performance, Vulkan, and much more. Lydia wrote about 5 Play Console updates to help you understand your app's delivery performance. Delivery insights help you better understand and analyze your app's delivery performance and what contributes to it, and take action to optimize the experience for your users. The post includes 5 recent Play Console updates you can use to get more insight into your delivery performance. Lastly, the team wrote about bringing passkeys to Android and Chrome. Google is bringing passkey support to both of these. Passkeys are a significantly safer replacement for passwords and other phishable authentication factors. They cannot be reused, don't leak in server breaches, and protect users from phishing attacks. This release enables 2 key capabilities. Users can create and use passkeys on Android devices, and developers can build passkey support on their sites for end users using Chrome. And that's it for this time. You can find all the links to the content I mentioned in the Now in Android episode 71 blog post in Medium. To get notified about future episodes, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Android Developers YouTube channel. Bye!